Perfect. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, Friday. I have with us Angela Rodriguez. So I want everyone just to be prepared to have a piece of paper, to have a notebook, pencil, pen, just to take notes. And Angela, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for taking some time out of your Friday afternoon to hang out with us today. Today, we will be talking about physical and emotional wellness and how to supplement that with our used products. And this is a great course for those of you, like a great class for those of you who are just starting with used products. So like Cynthia said, grab a piece of paper, start a wish list, write down the things that you are like, yes, that would really help improve an important piece of my day. And we will, I have a lot of information today. I'm going to try to keep it brief, but please add questions into the chat if you have, any other questions or needs that you think are related to the products that we will talk about today. So I'm going to share my screen and we will get started. Okay. Perfect. So today we are focusing on physical and emotional wellness. I just want to say again, thank you for joining us. If you can, in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or joining us live, can you please just share a winter wellness need that you have right now? For me, I would say a big winter wellness need that I have is dry hands, and also just the need for some like mood management aromatherapy, right? Because I live in Wisconsin and it's really wintry lately. We don't get to see the sun very much. And I use a ton of aromatherapy to kind of bring floral aromas into my home, to bring citrus aromas into my home, and help boost my mood when, the weather is not doing us any favors. So go ahead and share in the chat, what is one of your main winter needs? Whether you're in a cold weather climate or not, I think this time of year always comes with its own special set of wellness needs. So while you're sharing that, I'm just going to share a little bit about my story with Youst and why I'm here today. So I am Angela Rodriguez. I'm a consultant with Youst USA. I have been using Youst products for over a decade. I started using them when I was living and working in Mexico, and they're huge in Mexico. This is like their top brand. So when I was working as an elementary bilingual teacher in Mexico, I had a very stressful position and I had a headache almost every single day. Like it was just not quite the right fit for me. I was always really stressed, and I didn't really have a great toolbox of ways to take care of myself at the time. I was in my early 20s, I was young, I was just used to everything being fine, and all of a sudden it didn't feel fine every day. So my librarian at the school that I was working at, she recommended that I try the 31 herbal oil. And I actually was using it in this little cream presentation back in the day. I still have it. I have a newer one now. But she said, just rub a little on your temples, behind your ears, nape of your neck, breathe it in. And I was like, all right, fine, it's worth a shot. I'm not going to take, acetaminophen every day or anything like that. So I started using that, and I would breathe it in, and within minutes, like literally 1 or 2 minutes, my headache and all that tension that I was carrying around all day would just start to go away. And I was so impressed. I was so excited that I could do something, based on nature that would help me feel better, and immediately, without having to pass all these things through my digestive system every day. And that became a vital part of my routine those few years that I was working there, to really make the most of my days and take good care of myself. So thank you, those of you who are sharing in the chat. Just let us know, what is one of your winter needs, or how did you get started with Youst if you are a customer or a consultant already. This company is amazing, and we're going to talk about what are the main uses for their products, focusing on what are some complementary therapy options that we can incorporate into our day. So, why do so many people turn to Youst and these holistic alternatives in their wellness plan? Herbal therapies, like the ones we're going to talk about today, are not meant to replace any other part of our wellness routine, such as doctor's visits, dentist visits, etc. Instead, they offer a complement to them, or a support system for those same treatments that we're already going through, that help us take better care of ourselves, keep our mind, body, and spirit in a better place to be healthier overall. But also they can help us prevent some of our illnesses and things like that, like where, for example, if my family gets a lot of ear infections and sinus infections. Well, when we get those infections, we still go to the doctor to get an antibiotic, right? Because we don't mess around with that. We still get medical advice for such things. But if I notice that my family's starting to get a respiratory bug, I am definitely using Eucosol and thyme cream and tea tree and all of my other natural remedies, so that I can try to prevent us from getting to that point where we get those infections, right? So we really have this comprehensive system where we are still going to our medical professionals for things, but we are also trying to take really good care of ourselves to minimize, illness and other issues that come up during the day. The same thing with, for example, my husband has back issues with some nerves and some muscles that really cause him, problems on a regular basis. And he obviously goes to medical professionals for that. However, we also use a lot of body balm and juniper and 31 herbal oil to also help reduce inflammation in between those treatments and therapies that he's already doing, so that he can really feel his best and have a quick recovery when those things flare up. So we really do want to talk about this holistic view of our wellness and give you a good toolkit for how can you take the best care of yourself in those ways. So today we just ask that you reflect on your own personal wellness routine and what are some areas that have a room for improvement, and talk to your consultant. Your use consultant is a great person to talk to one-on-one about your specific needs, and they can give you really good specific advice for your needs. There are a lot of different topics that you can discuss with them, such as aromatherapy in general for different needs that you have mood-wise in your home. You can talk about skincare, stress, body care, muscle and joint care, first aid, etc. There are lots of different topics to write down on your list to chat about with your consultant later. And a lot of us turn to Youst for these therapies because this company is outstanding. Their quality and their history makes them stand out amongst the rest. So the company was founded by Ulrich Eustrich. That's where we get our name Youst, in 1930. They're a pioneer in herbal therapies. This company comes out of Switzerland, and they've been around since 1930. So they've been doing this for a very long time. The original plant is still located in the village of Walsenhausen, Switzerland, in the Swiss Alps. And the company actually has two plants now. We have the one in Switzerland and the other one in Argentina. And currently they are in the third generation of this Eustrich family. And they're present in over 35 different countries throughout the world. So this company is very popular. A lot of people turn to this brand because they have quality that we can trust, and their products are really, really effective. It's this perfect blend, for me especially. I look at it as like this perfect blend of science and nature that helps us feel better. So, and they really do work on innovation and development. In their labs, they go through a galenic approach to developing their products. So they're specifically designed in Switzerland by the research and development team that are made up of galenic masters who are specialists in natural formulation. So they are in their lab working out what combinations, what formulations are going to give us the best results by using essential oils as the foundation of all of the products. And we're looking at Youst as when we're buying from Youst, we are looking at natural, pure, safe, and effective products. So the origin and cultivation are key factors in the choice of the ingredients that are used to extract the essential oils. Each ingredient is subjected to an identity and purity test. So these are pharmaceutical grade, 100% pure essential oils that are the foundation of all the Youst products. That means you get really high quality and you get really great results with a small amount of product. So and those of you who already have Youst, you use a little tiny drop and you feel a huge effect, right? So so the quality really counts. It is worth every penny. And I love the fact that they have so much experience that I can really trust that they are, they're giving me great advice and great products to use in my daily routine. So like we said, essential oils are the basis of all Youst products. And essential oils are basically the soul of a plant, the essence of a plant, we would say. So one drop of essential oil contains a tremendous charge of plant energy. They promote the health and well-being of the mind, body, and our mood. So think of it as holistic wellness, mind, body, spirit. We're trying to bring those all together. These are major tools in that journey. They're absorbed through the skin, so through our bloodstream. So we will talk about how to apply them safely. Always work with your consultant on using your essential oils safely on your skin and through the respiratory system with diffusers, etc. And they come from the leaves, stems, flowers, and roots of plants. So I like to show you this as we're talking about essential oils. When we're buying essential oils, a lot of things come in small containers. Yes, this is a 5 ml bottle of tea tree that I'm going to be using in a little demo later. So in this 5 ml bottle of essential oil, you have approximately 100 drops of essential oil. For most treatments that you're going to be doing with essential oils, you need 1 to 5 drops, maybe 5 if you're doing a diffuser, right? Like a full diffuser. So with just 1 drop of this, I get 100 applications or 100 uses of this tea tree in this little tiny bottle. So it's just important to know that when you're looking at that, 5 mils of oil is approximately 100 drops. That is a lot of use that you're getting in a small amount. These are very concentrated and very powerful little drops. And as I said, essential oils are the base of all used products. They have this beautiful synergy of nature and science, and the products are all powered by their 100% pure pharmaceutical grade essential oils. Now, we're going to be talking a lot about essential oils that improve our mood and have physical benefits as well. And so if you are familiar with, a lot of essential oils have been used in perfumes for a long time, right? They still are. And aromatherapy wasn't always considered a therapy. It wasn't always recognized for its full benefits. The current term aromatherapy was coined by the French perfumer René Maurice Gattefossé in 1928. So when he was working in his laboratory on perfume, he burned himself and was kind of desperate and stuck his hand in the nearest container of liquid that he had. Luckily for him, it was this magical liquid that was lavender essential oil. And he discovered that when he put his burnt hand into that lavender essential oil, it stopped hurting. It stopped, the after effect of that burn started to calm down. And he was like, wow, so essential oils don't just smell good. They also have, a lot of them have physical benefits for our body and for our skin, especially, right? To heal us in other ways too. So lavender essential oil is actually one of, the most popular essential oils that we have worldwide because it has so many benefits for our mind and body. It's very multi-purpose. It's one that everyone should have in their home. Thank you for those of you who are sharing in the chat your ideas and your needs as well. So let's talk about that first need. And hint, hint, we're going to be talking about lavender essential oil. So do you find it difficult to slow down at the end of the day, to release your stress, to relax, to fall asleep at the end of the day? That is one of the big needs of lavender essential oil for reducing stress, anxiety, irritability. This is one that we use often with children for calming them down and helping them get a good night's sleep. It helps those of us who have stress and insomnia or anxiety. And it just helps us maintain our inner peace and balance. So when we're using lavender essential oil, like I said, it is like the main multi-purpose essential oil for mind and body. So here I have a bottle here with me. When we are using lavender essential oil on the emotional level, it's going to calm our nerves. It's ideal for times of stress, and it helps promote more restful sleep at night. So that makes it really functional for a lot of us adults, but also for the kids in our lives. So that's it's a multi-purpose oil for the whole family. On the skin level, it relieves irritation on our skin that is caused by like eczema, burns. My kiddos sometimes will touch dust or something like that, or something with a certain artificial perfume in it, and will get like an allergic reaction on their skin. Lavender helps calm that as well. And it's really cool because lavender and tea tree are two of our essential oils that can be used neat or without a carrier directly on the skin. So if you're a clumsy cook like I am, I often touch hot things in the kitchen when I'm trying to be fast because I'm not a fast person. Sorry, guys. So what I'll do is I literally just need a little tiny drop of this, and you can apply it directly on your finger. A very small amount would be fine. And you just apply it to your cut or burn. And when I burn my finger, literally I put lavender on it, and the pain from the burn immediately goes away. It soothes it immediately, and it helps so that I don't have those lingering effects of like the irritation on my skin. It calms that sensation down immediately and helps it heal even faster for me. So, and it doesn't burn anymore, right? Like it doesn't hurt anymore. One thing I will add though about lavender, I'm talking about allergies and skin irritation. If you do have a lot of allergies to fragrances and things like that, remember that while it is not very common to have allergies to essential oils, it is possible. So like for me, my family is very high allergy. We use all of our used products and have never had an allergic reaction, but some people can. Some people are allergic to lavender, for example. So if you are concerned about that, right, everyone, whenever you get a new essential oil, always try it in just a small amount on your forearm, which is nice sensitive skin, which will give you kind of your baseline, and leave it there for 24 hours and make sure that you don't have a reaction. And then you can continue to use it for other uses on your body, in your home, etc. So just be aware of that some people do have allergic reactions. We want to always test it out on our forearm, on the inside here, to be certain. Okay, now other ways to use lavender essential oil. Like I said, you can put it directly on your skin. Lavender is a special oil that does not need a carrier. It can be used with a carrier, but doesn't need it. You can also, since it's a pure essential oil, they evaporate quickly. So you can put that directly on fabric. So you can put it drop directly on your pillowcase, for example, and it's not going to stain it. I also put it on my kids' little stuffies, right? When they go to bed, this is what's going to be right by their face as they fall asleep. These get a drop of lavender as well, and it's not going to do anything to them. You can put this in with our Aroma Blends carriers if you want to use it for a massage and you want the aroma to stay kind of trapped in the carrier for a longer period of time so that it absorbs better during your massage. You can use it with carriers. I also put it like in the lotion or the oil when I want to dilute it down to use it with my kids in smaller amounts. We can use it to comfort allergies and eczema. And we can also, I put this on little cotton balls and put them in like my drawers in my dresser and things like that to freshen them up and keep moths away. So very, very multi-purpose. If that sounds like something that you would like to use in your home, make sure you write that down in your wish list for lavender essential oil. We have lots of different presentations of the oil and the cream that you can use at home. Okay, another big need, and this is like one of my top winter needs, is dry, cracked, or irritated hands. Yes, so let us know in the chat if that is something that you struggle with, especially this time of year or any time of year. Our chamomile hand cream is one of our top sellers because it is unlike any other hand cream you will ever find out there. All you need is this tiny little amount. For most people, they apply this once in the morning and once at night, and that is plenty. But you need it's like the size of a pea. Yeah. So this tiny little amount, you put it on the top of your hands and you rub it with the top. I wouldn't put too much on the inside of your hands because they don't tend to need a lot of extra hydration, and work it down in between your fingers to your fingertips around your cuticles. And what this does is provides this beautiful like silk glove effect on your hands. But while they're super silky, they are not greasy because since we're getting our hand cream from an essential oil company, we get great absorption and protection without it just like sitting on the top of our skin pretending to do something. Yes. So it also soothes irritation and dryness. If you live in like a cold climate like mine, or if you wash a lot of dishes or your hands are, in rough elements during the day and they get kind of like that raw, like that raw irritated feeling on your knuckles. What I love about this is the only lotion that I can apply that doesn't burn when my hands are irritated like that. I absolutely love, and like I said, I'm very sensitive to perfumes and things like that, but since this doesn't have artificial fragrances in it, it doesn't irritate my skin at all. That is huge, because otherwise your hands get to the point sometimes, like let's say you have a really busy day, your hands get so raw that you can't even put anything on them to make them feel better. This will do the trick. I also sometimes, if I have really irritated hands, will put a drop of lavender in with my chamomile hand cream, and those work really well together. They complement each other really well. also. And it softens and rejuvenates your hands. It'll take a good 5 years of aging off of your hands by using this regularly, because you'll notice so much better elasticity and texture, and it really improves the appearance a ton. Yes. Okay, so when you try this, you can also give it like you'll feel the difference, but you can even take a sheet of paper or a tissue and put it on your hand afterwards, and you notice that nothing comes off. All that hand cream is in your skin doing its job. So this is one of my top sellers. My customers can't get enough of it. And I have like 3 of these open at all times. So I have it in my kitchen, in my purse, and on my bedside table. So definitely make sure that you grab one of those and write it down on your wish list if that sounds like something that you would love to have in your self-care or personal care routine. Another cool thing about that is you can put essential oils in this, and it works as a carrier cream as well if you have other pure essential oils that you would like to apply right to your skin. Okay, now I have been on this journey right now of trying to find a ritual that helps me feel better every day, right? So I like to have a little toolkit available where whatever comes up during the day, I have something to help. So are any of you trying to find like a way to, like, stress pops up, I know what to do. Fatigue hits me hard, I don't want to drink more coffee today. Maybe you get headaches and tension and things like that. We have this magical little kit called the Essential 3 roll-on set. That is like this little toolkit for a lot of emotional needs that we have during the day. So this little kit will help improve your feelings when you have insomnia, anxiety, fatigue, low energy, headaches, tension, migraines, low blood pressure, dizziness, nausea, stress, anxiety, irritability. Like, this covers a big emotional spectrum, and also has some physical benefits as well. So this little trio has 3 little 5 ml roll-ons that you get a lot of applications out of each one. It was developed by our Galenic masters to basically meet all of our emotional needs during the day, almost all of them. There might be a few extras in there, but we can apply them every day to energize ourselves, to release tension, and to relax. Okay, so they come in these little roll-ons, which are so easy because you open it and you give yourself a 10-second treatment and you're good to go. So the 3 different roll-ons that are in this kit are Guducci Revitalizer. This one is great for giving yourself like a natural endorphin boost. So when you feel fatigue or a slump during the day, this is good for like in the morning, you've already had too much coffee, you need to cut yourself off, or after lunch, maybe you get a little food coma and you would like to just take a nap. Guducci Revitalizer is going to go in and tell your body to release some endorphins and gives you a natural boost. You'll also have a multi-sensory effect of some, like a slight tingling, which also helps wake you up, which I love, love, love. So this is like a natural little boost of energy. We also have 31 herbal oil, the one that made me fall in love with yeast in the first place, which is ideal for those of you who suffer from headaches and tension. Or if your blood pressure drops, or if you get nausea like during traveling and things like that. This works for a lot of different uses. It has 31 different essential oils that help release that tension and help you feel much better. This is also really nice for those of you who have some pain that you're managing and you're trying to cut back on pain relievers. It's nice because it doesn't go through our digestive system. So we know that ibuprofen and acetaminophen can sometimes have issues when we use them regularly. It can cause some internal issues. And so this is a nice alternative to that, where we don't have to pass it through our digestive system and cause that, like the erosion and irritation with our stomach. I also use this one in combination with a lot of other products. I will be demoing that later. And then the last one, this is like my lifesaver as a mother of small children and when I was a teacher as well. Anti-stress is a unique blend of 15 different essential oils that promote this feeling of relaxation and well-being. So those of you who have anxiety and high stress, if you feel irritable and nervous, like your nervous system is kind of on edge, or maybe at the end of the day, you feel like you're carrying your stress to bed with you and you would like to release that and kind of close out stress cycle and move on with a restful night's sleep. This works great for all of that. And for those of you who have anxiety, like try this out. If you get like a peak of anxiety, try this. Please, please, please try this. I'm going to put some on right now. You just apply a little on your temples away from your eyes, behind your ears, the nape of your neck, and the inside of your wrist. Those energy points are great places to apply this. I also apply a little on the inside of my hand, rub to activate that aroma, to get the aroma in the air, and take deep breaths. This one works really well if you do 4x4 breathing. So you breathe in for a count of 4, breathe out, or hold for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4, repeat that 4 times. Reset that brain. Get rid of that stress. Between the oils and the breathing strategy, you will feel so much better. I use this when I get peaks of anxiety, and I cannot believe within 2 minutes how my whole body just, it's amazing. It's amazing. And it smells so good. This is one that's great for the men and women in our lives because it's a really kind of gender neutral scent as well. So like I said, there's lots, you can just apply these roll-ons to your energy points. Make sure you always rub and breathe it in, whether from the palm of your hands or from your wrists. Make sure you breathe it in so that it's going through your bloodstream and your respiratory system and you really get the full effect. So that is our essential 3 set. Those are 3 of our top blends. And yes, it does work great for anxiety. Doesn't it? I absolutely love that, the anti-stress blend for anxiety. Now you can also get Guducci Revitalizer in a bigger 10 ml bottle. You can get 31 herbal oil in the cream in 20 ml and a 50 ml bottle. That's how popular 31 herbal oil is. Or anti-stress you can get in 10 and 20 ml. So there are lots of different sizes available if you see something that you think you would use even more often and you want it in a bigger quantity. But these roll-ons are great to have. Like I keep them in my purse at all times because those needs come up. Our stress comes up and hits us when we're not expecting it sometimes. It's good to have those on hand. Okay. So please write down the essential 3 on your wish list if that sounds like something you would like. Again, you could buy them separately in different presentations or in the essential 3 set, all 3 together. Yes? Add any questions to the chat if we have them. Okay, now we also want to start talking about some of our physical needs and physical wellness and how we can take care of those even better with our used products. So do you notice that you or your family members tend to fall, trip, and bump and bruise easily? This happens to my family a lot in the summer because my kiddos are playing outside. They're on scooters and bikes and playing basketball and things like that. And we get lots of bumps. And so we have a product that is, again, one of our top sellers called Body Balm. That is, the main ingredients are arnica and witch hazel. And it's magical green liquid that we spray or apply or rub on areas where we have bumps, bruises, bug bites, etc. And it stimulates our circulation, right? So we're going to apply it and rub in a circular motion to stimulate our circulation. And that helps prevent bruising after bumps or falls, relieves cramps, like muscle cramps and pain that we have. It soothes itching and irritation from bug bites. And it can even refresh and calm the effects of hot flashes during menopause. I use this a ton. Like I'll spray this on my legs. I love the refreshing feeling, but you also get that anti-inflammatory effect, and it activates circulation, which is going to help all my other used products absorb even better as I apply those. When you are using this, you can apply it behind your neck for like a refresher, like to refresh your body. You can apply it on bumps and bruises, and you can even apply it like if you sprain your ankle or something like that. Obviously you need to go to get medical attention for that, but put this on in the meantime to calm that down. So that is our Body Balm. It comes in lots of different presentations. You can get the big bottle, the spray, or the gel of that Body Balm. We use it for all kinds of things in my house, especially in the summer. Oh yeah, and I have someone in the chat say, great for hot flashes. Put this in the fridge to make it even more refreshing, right? Okay, I will be demonstrating this in just a minute in combination with some other products. So does anyone here in our webinar today suffer from muscle tension or maybe that sore neck and back from your work day? Do you use muscle relaxants, trying to get your muscles to, let go of their tension? There is a natural option that helps us with sports injuries, cramps, joint injuries, overexertion, muscle tension, neck aches, poor flexibility, etc., by warming and calming down our muscles. And that is juniper. So juniper is this magical cream that works really well for our muscles and joints. I use this especially for muscles, where we get kind of this, this warming effect on our skin, which is really nice, but it also has anti-inflammatory properties, which help sore muscles calm down. This for my back aches and neck aches is amazing. This is one that I keep in my purse at all times, especially for like when I'm at the gym. I'll go to the gym, I'll pick my daughter up from daycare at gym, and then we go do some other things. And I start feeling like my aches and pains from lifting weights afterwards. I always have this available so I can start giving myself the treatment right away while we're out and about doing other things during the day. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to demo. I'll stop sharing for a moment. I'm going to show you how we can use, move a few things here. I'm going to show you how we can use a few of these products together to get really, really great results for aches and pains. So when I have, for example, a sore neck or back, I use 3 products: the Body Balm, Juniper Cream, and 31 Herbal Oil. This is the 20 ml. This is the big bottle. I use that one a lot. So I'm going to get my hair out of the way here a little bit. I sometimes work too long on a computer. This happened especially when I was working as a teacher. Work too long on a computer, and sometimes I'd have bad posture, right? Like my arms would be in a weird position, my neck would be in a weird position, and I would get really sore here. I also just, in general, when I am stressed, tend to carry my stress in this area of my body. Raise your hand in the chat if that happens to you as well. A lot of us tense up, and then we end up being sore no matter what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is just a really quick 3-step process. First, I take my Body Balm. I like the spray because I'm often treating my back and things on my own. So I'm going to spray or apply my Body Balm, and I'm just going to rub the area in a circular motion. So the ingredients of our Body Balm, the arnica and witch hazel, are going to help refresh my skin and improve my circulation. And that circular massage motion is also going to help with that. Then I take just a small amount of my Juniper Cream. Like I said, used products are high quality and very potent, so a little bit goes a long way. So I would say that max, you can probably even get away with a little less. And what I do is I add to that a drop of 31 Herbal Oil. It comes out fast because these are not as viscous of oils, so it will come out a little bit fast. So I have a drop. You can add a drop or 2 of 31 Herbal Oil and just rub it in with the cream, and then give yourself a massage. And it's as easy as that. I love how they smell together, very herbal and refreshing. And I just apply that and work those sore muscles. If you can get someone else to give you this massage, do that instead, right? But sometimes we just have to do things ourselves. And that's why I love the Body Balm and that spray. Okay, so then I just give that a few minutes. You will feel immediate effects from your massage, right? But give that, 5 to 10 minutes to really absorb and work its magic on those sore muscles, and you will feel such a difference. That is like the magical trio for body pain. So if you don't have all 3 of those yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend them. Okay, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen, and we'll continue with our last 2 products. Okay. There we go. So if that sounds like something that you would like to use in your routine for aching joints and muscles, add Juniper Cream to your wish list. Okay, now it's cold and flu season. What do you do for your family when you all get respiratory illness? So I know we have a lot of runny, stuffy noses this time of year between the cold weather and the bugs that are going around. Also, if any of you suffer from seasonal allergies, I know the spring will be here soon. Keep your fingers crossed, it'll be here soon. Spring and fall are pretty notorious for that, right? When our trees start changing. So one of our best-selling products is a great solution for a lot of respiratory illness, like congestion, allergies, cough, cold, snoring, etc. And that is our Eukosol spray. So Eukosol spray is this really handy combination of essential oils. The main ingredient is eucalyptus, but it also has like rosemary and mint in it that are also really great for opening up our nasal passages. And what's so nice is it's easy, because when you're sick, you need easy, right? You don't want to, I don't always want to mess around with all my diffusers and things like that when my family is sick. I want to be able to grab it and go really fast. So Mucosol is a spray composed of eucalyptus, camphor, mint, and rosemary. It helps clear our airways, kind of loosen up the mucus that builds up. It helps us breathe better and reduces snoring. This spray can be used in a lot of different ways. You can spray it over a hot shower so that it works in with the steam that you already have in your shower. When your kids have a cold, you just spray this right on their jammies or their clothes, and they will have the aromas come right up to their nose and help them feel better. And you can spray it on a pillowcase, on bedding, on pajamas, and you can even just spray it in the room as a room refresher. So what's nice about this too is that these molecules will stay in the air for a long time. So one spray will give you a lot of aroma, and they will fall slowly so that you'll be able to enjoy that aroma for a longer period of time before they reach the ground. And that is one of our top uses for, that's one of our top products for respiratory care. Now I'm going to show you just some supplements to that, because I know I've been talking to friends of mine and everyone is sick right now. And I just want to show you, if you are having like typical cold symptoms, or you have a stuffy nose and a cough, right? I want to show you my top 3 products that I use when I am sick or when my kids are sick. So when I need to clear nasal congestion, Mucosol is my go-to, right? So it's going to help open up those nasal passages. I spray it on my shirt and I'm ready to go. Sometimes I will put my t-shirt over my nose and just breathe it in for a while. That really makes a big difference. Then I also, right away when we get sick, I start applying Time Cream. Time Cream is, again, a little will go a long way, has anti-inflammatory and anti-spasmodic properties, and it also creates like a warming sensation on our skin, which is really helpful when we get that pesky cough that is not even productive. It's just like this spasm, like those bronchial spasm kind of coughs. And what I do is I apply this to my chest. Some people apply it all the way up their neck, and on my back, in the back of my neck. And it's so comforting. The aroma of this is so comforting, and it kind of stimulates our circulation and brings us warming effect, but it also tells those bronchial spasms to calm down. Yeah. So it helps for a lot of us who get like that constant coughing fit, or when we're trying to relieve some of that chest congestion. Then the last thing that I use is tea tree, which is also great for nasal congestion. And I just take the tiniest little amount, not even a full drop. I take a tiny little amount of that and I dab it directly on the inside of my nose. Okay, so you don't want to put a lot of essential oils like inside your ears or inside your nose, but I just do like a little tiny dab here. I love it because it doesn't burn or anything like some other products might. Like if I'm doing like a different kind of eucalyptus rub or something, it might be like strong for my nose. Tea tree does not burn. So I just put it here and I breathe it in. I can use that in steam inhalations and things like that. It has antiseptic properties, which is going to help me prevent some of like the sinusitis and things like that my family tends to get, but it also opens up my airways. So Mucosol spray for nasal congestion, Time Cream for chest congestion, and tea tree for its antiseptic and nasal clearing properties as well. That's our magical cold and flu set right there. I love that. Okay, so add Mucosol or any of those other respiratory care products to your list if that is something that your family needs this time of year or in the spring that is coming up as well. Do you see how optimistic I'm being about January being close to spring? Sometimes we need a little extra optimism, right? Okay, so screen is sharing again, perfect. Okay, so those are our top products for your physical and emotional wellness that we wanted to share with you today. We also wanted to talk about a few opportunities that are available to you through Youst. If you find yourself so in love with these products like I am, and you're talking to everyone about them anyways, consider becoming a consultant with us. It opens up so many doors for earning extra income for your family, saving on your Youst products, and sharing the message with others and helping them feel better. You can also be a host. Talk to your Youst consultant about hosting your own event. We have lots of flexible options for how to do this nowadays. And you can then earn free and half price Youst products for yourself while you are sharing that message with your family and friends. And like I said, we have lots of themes that you can choose from and work with your used consultant to design a spa that's just right for you and your network of family and friends. And lastly, too, you can also just sign up and be our customer. So you can get in touch with a used consultant and start getting updates from them and demonstrations from them and really learn how to make the most of these products that seriously make a huge difference in that holistic wellness, trying to have this big toolkit to make us feel better all the time. So quick to-do list. Check your wish list. What items do you need to feel better this winter or spring, if you're thinking ahead to that as well? Share the message with your family and friends. Did you hear something today that someone else might be interested in? Spread the word. Message us with your questions and shop your consultant's website or spa link and just start to feel better naturally. There are so many different options out there to help with that. So thank you all for your time today. Check in with your consultant today and work on your specific needs to start feeling your best. And those of you who are staying here live with us, we have just a few quick reminders of special deals going on right now. So I will share